Hey YouTubers out there, Mr. Charlie Black coming at you with another video. This one is a video continuation of my President Obama video. If you have not viewed that yet, go to my channel, click that one. It's called President Obama. You'll understand where I'm coming from when I touch on these issues a little bit further. But this basically is going to reiterate what I spoke about before, which was the reaction from people who are both pro-Obama and anti-Obama about the results of the race, which of course Barack Obama is our next president for the next 4 years if God wills it. And I've been seeing a lot of stupidity and ignorance and foolishness from both sides, and I do want to address it. It's been in my inbox, it's been on my comments, it's been everywhere. First, I'll touch the Obama supporters because I've seen this both on YouTube when I watch these several videos and commenters and you know, YouTube, you know, channels and go outside and actually live in the real world and watch it and hear it too. It's really, really sad. And this is two black people specifically when I talk about this. It's the most exciting thing in the world to think that a candidate who shares your background, even though Barack Obama is biracial, both black and white, he identifies as black. It's an exciting thing. It's an inspiring thing to see a candidate who shares your background take a leap of faith and work hard and be rewarded for that. He's gotten people out there to vote for him. He's set himself up as a formidable candidate, and he's been elected. Something that you never even put your mind to. It's very inspiring. It's exciting. I do not think that we need to now cheapen the experience and fail to take tips, take notes from this, take steps to put ourselves in that direction. I'm seeing a lot of text messages and emails, you know, what's the word for it, being sent around that say, white people report to the cotton fields tomorrow, it's your turn, we're going to paint the White House black, you know, fuck whitey, fuck honky, now, you know, black person's in the office, it is what it is. This is from black people, this is from non-black people also, who are obviously non-white, and they're just hurling epithets, and sometimes it's just white people trying to make other white people mad. This should not be a time where you look at Barack Obama taking presidency as a time to play, you know, who is more superior. The reason that I think that this election, this race is so exciting is because now we're not working towards superiority, we're working towards equality. And part of that means that you have to realize the fact that Barack Obama has run for president of the United States of America. Not the United States of Black America, not the United States of White America, neon blue, green, purple, yellow, orange, whichever. He's run for the United States president. And you cheapen that experience when you feel like someone, you know, being in office who shares your background makes you feel superior. I know that sometimes your comments are made in defense when people attack you. I get those same messages in my inbox talking about nigger, supporting a nigger, you know, monkey, coon, all these things under the sun. We can't wait till he gets assassinated. Who gives a damn? Those are people expressing and displaying their hurt because they can't wrap their minds around a concept so grand that people can hold your same values and not hold your same appearance or hold your same background. Be better than that. And for those of you who offend people, just go on people's pages who happen to support another candidate and do so respectfully and just try to make their page look nasty and filthy with all your nasty racial bigot, you know, hate mongering comments. This is to you. Sit down and think about what the hell you're doing. You're not helping your cause. Like I said, that's to black people, to non-white people, and to some white people who are out there hurling epithets against white people because their candidates were not chosen, or as a way to offend them, whether it's in, or, you know, offense, or whether it's also in defense. Touching on the McCain side, I get these emails in my box every day. I get comments on my videos every day. Stupidity, ignorance, the N-word, hurled so many times that I don't know how many times I've had to actually delete comments on these videos. Comments about Barack Obama being, you know, a nigger who's a sellout, a Muslim, Reverend Jeremiah Wright, things that have already surfaced and been discussed and people have moved on from them. It's funny because on my Harlem Voters video, people who felt that people were voting for Obama in vain because they didn't know the issues, love to express their opinions. But when they argued in defense of their candidate that they were supporting, they happened to sound like they were just reading a script of talking points from a specific cable news channel, which have been denounced, which have been proven wrong, which they continue to spread out there. It shows that you have not gone beyond. And as much as you talk about ignorant voters out there, when you go out and you make these comments about Barack Obama being a Muslim or a terrorist, you're just as ignorant as the people who you feel like are voting for Barack Obama because he was black, or have voted for him because he's black. Do your research. Wrap your mind around the concept that in 2008 people look past the issues, and people have different stances on the issues, and people prioritize the issues differently. Not every vote is going to be like your vote, but at least they know the issues for the most part. Don't dismiss one vote. Oh, the black people voted for him because he's black. You know, they voted for him 96% or 98%. When we did it 92% for Clinton, no one complained. No one said it was because he's black. When we did it 88% for Kerry, no one complained. No one said it was because he's black. They just pass it off. You have to also look at the fact that when you dismiss younger voters, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know their issues. I get emails from 30, 40, 50, and 60 even, 60-year-olds now, who claim to be educated voters who don't know any of the truth. They spread lies. They pick things up from the emails that they've been getting in little chain letters, and they try to regurgitate them to me. And at the end of the day, it does not work because I've studied these things. Now, where I take my stance on them may differ from you, and we can argue in a respectful, not disrespectful, sorry. We can argue in a respectful manner. Does not mean that you have to hurl racial epithets, and it looks foolish on your part. And it's so sad because I know that you're hurt on the inside. And the reason I'm smiling is because I'm thinking about a lot of you, and I just had one before I started recording this video who inspired me to do this. I got a message that just said simply, "Shut up, nigger," and that was it. And I go to this guy's page, he has a Confederate flag, and I'm like, okay, here we go. You're trying to offend somebody. And I've seen the worst before. Been called worse by better. And then he goes on to say, I can't believe you let this nigger take the White House. You know, I'm going to move to Canada. That's fine. I know you're hurt. People like that, what I do, I reply to him, I say, Barack Obama, question mark. You mad? Ellipses. And for those of you who don't know, those are the 3 dots. And that sparks so much controversy in people because they're so simple-minded that they can't wrap their heads around someone being able to look different than them and hold the same values. It's 2008. If you're not ready for change, if you're not ready for a difference in politics, if you're not ready to be inspired to not necessarily look like the fossilized image of the presidents before you, that's fine. But you cannot halt history. You can't rush it. It will make itself as it sees fit. Deal with it. Just like people who didn't support George Bush for the 2nd term had to deal with it. We're now in 2 wars, economic turmoil, and we have to deal with it just as you do. Take the time to deal with this also. Give him a chance to prove you right, or maybe even a chance to prove you wrong. I know that you're mad, and it makes me smile, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. More people showed up for Barack Obama. He won fair and square. This is not to attack any people that were supporting him. This is to attack the ignorant hate mongers that come on pages and leave nasty comments. You're going to be angry for a long time. You may not like anything Barack Obama does simply because he's Barack Obama and you don't approve that message. But you'll get over it in due time. I know you will. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I approve all my comments. I filter through the messages. And if there's anything that's disrespectful or rude or just out of place, what I'm going to start doing is collecting your messages. And at the end of this month, I'll just put a video together exposing you. I hope that you'll enjoy it. I'm going to have fun on Friday night, which is tonight. I'm going out in just a little bit. Might record one more video, so YouTubers, stay tuned. Subscribe, add me, send me messages, emails, comments, and let me know how you're doing out there. Stay tuned.